Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I've got every single Vanguard weapon and perk and lethal and all that sort of stuff in the game. So if you are looking forward to this, make sure you do smash big thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on so there's any more videos on the channel. There's going to be heaps of Vanguard content dropping from this point onwards. Class out videos, camo guides, the best tips and tricks, faster ways to level up, best way to level your guns up, all that sort of stuff. So make sure you are subbing with notifications turned on. I'm going to be streaming this all day, every day for the next probably like a week or two over on my Twitch link. If you want to go check that out, link is in the description. I'll be doing the camo grind over there. Links in the description to that, but I'm gonna jump straight into the video. So guys, we're just gonna take a scroll through all of the different guns and all that sort of stuff. We go through the assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, LMGs, marksman rifles, sniper rifles, melee, handguns, launchers, melees again. Is there two lots of melees? Oh, there's two lots of melees. Oh no, this isn't good for the camo grind at all. We'll take a look at the perks. As you can see, we've got all of these. We'll take a look at the lethals and the tacticals. So we'll start off with the assault rifles. Obviously, we have the STG. Everyone knew we were getting the STG. It was in the beta, and of course it's also been in Warzone for the last season as well, or the last couple of weeks as well, so we know the STG is about. So we have then got the automation. It kind of looks like a Type 63, but I'm assuming it's going to be fully auto. High accuracy and low recoil allow this assault rifle precision at long ranges, so it sounds like it's fully automatic. The Itra burst is going to be a 4-round burst rifle, accurate medium to long range, which is quite cool. A 4-burst. We don't usually see many 4-burst weapons within the games, so I'm excited to see how this does play out. Of course, we've got the bar. The bar was very overpowered within both the beta and the alpha as well, so I'm assuming the bar is going to be pretty good within the game. We got the AS-44. Now, this looks kind of cool. It's kind of like an AN-94, but not the AN-94. It's the AS-44. That bugged out a little bit there. So this one is a fast-firing full auto rifle, ideal for close to mid-range engagements. Then we've got the NZ41, which again was really, really good in the beta. I actually started using this gun towards the end of it, and it was really nice. The way it felt, the way it played, felt really nice. Obviously, I don't know how they're going to feel in the main game right now because it's completely different. It's going to be weapon balanced. And then we've got the Vanguard. However you say it. This little thing right here, which kind of looks more like an SMG than an AR, and it is going to be a quick and mobile full auto rifle, ideal for pushing enemy positions at short to mid range. So again, it looks like an SMG, and apparently by the description it plays like an SMG. Moving on to the SMGs, we do have the MP40, we have the Sten. We know a lot of these guns were in the beta, so we don't really need to go into too much detail on some of these ones, like the MP40, the Sten, the Tommy gun, or the M1928. The Owen gun, this looks quite interesting, doesn't it? It's got the magazine sticking out the top of the gun. So I'm assuming by where the iron sights are, instead of the gun being like this, like straight up, it's going to be slightly lent, which is how you're going to ADS, which is quite cool. It's quite a cool way to add it into the game. We don't usually see them do many stuff like that. It's usually just like very standard ADS straight, and the magazine's on the side or the bottom. So I'm excited to see how this does actually look in game with the magazine on top. We've got the Type 100. Again, obviously the Type 100 was in the beta. Was it in the beta? I believe it was. Anyway, Type 100 is always a very fun gun to use. It's always a pretty good SMG with whichever game you're playing in. And of course, the PPSH, which I'm looking forward to getting my hands on in this game. From what I'm hearing, it's a very, very good gun already within this game anyway. So I don't know how people are already unlocking it, but I think people had it. I think people were getting into private matches last night and been able to use a lot of the guns, and that's how they know that it was pretty good. So then shotguns, we have got the Einhorn revolving shotgun. So looks like it's got like a revolving magazine on it, like a Magnum would, for example. It's probably going to have like 6 bullets in it, I reckon. Obviously, every time you shoot, it's going to rotate slightly round. The combat shotgun is probably it's a pump shotgun, so we're probably looking at like 6 to 8 bullets within that one. The Gracie Auto is a semi-automatic shotgun with a fast fire rate, effective at very close range. I mean, they're all going to be effective at close range, aren't they? And then we do have ourselves the double barrel shotgun. I'm excited to see if you can make this into a sawn-off double barreled with some of the attachments. That'll be quite cool. I hope they do add that in. I'm sure they will. Which would be super cool to see. I'm just kind of working out which guns are going to be a pain to use for the camo grind. I think this revolving one and the double barrel are going to be slightly difficult for the camo grind. I think they're going to be quite difficult to get good with. In terms of LMGs, we've got the MG42, which obviously LMGs, not too much to say. LMGs are very just standard, aren't they? They're just high fire rate, pretty powerful. Loads of bullets in the magazine. So we've got the MG42, we've got the DP27, the Type 11, which again, I was gonna say it looks like it's got quite a more small magazine on it. To be fair, it looks like it's got quite a small magazine. But I love the way these guns look, man. Like, I know they're old World War II guns. I just think the way they look is so cool. I think it just looks super clean. And then again, we've got the Bren, which again has got a magazine on top. So it looks like we're gonna have another gun I was going to say, it looks like we're going to have another gun that ADS is sideways. Oh, yeah, it is, because as you can see, the front of the gun, the iron sights are slightly to the left-hand side of it. So, and again, another magazine on top of the gun. I don't know whose idea this was within making these guns, but why put a magazine on top of the gun? Anyway, Marksman rifles, we've got the M1 Garand. We all knew the M1 Garand. We've used it. It's been in the game for a while now. We've got the SVT-40, which looks as a Marksman rifle would, I guess. You know, there's not going to be anything too crazy to it. This is going to be a high-caliber semi-automatic battle rifle, especially effective at headshots. And then we have got the G43, which is a semi-automatic rifle, effective at mid-range. So we have got a semi-automatic one, as well as both the... I'm being an idiot. I'm thinking semi-automatic is burst, but it's not, is it? So they're all semi-automatic with probably decent fire rates. It shouldn't be too difficult. They're just very standard. What you'd expect from Marksman rifles. Probably going to play exactly the same as the Cold War and the Modern Warfare Marksman rifles did play out. In terms of sniper rifles, this is one I'm excited to look at. We've got the Type 99, which we haven't seen before. This was not in the beta or the alpha, so this is a new sniper that we have not yet got our hands on. I like the fact they've given all the snipers the option to have iron sights on as well this year. From what I've seen anyway, a lot of them do have the iron sight option. So the Type 99 is going to be one of the first ones we have. A lighter bolt action rifle offers additional maneuverability, immediately lethal to the upper torso and head. The Freeline Sniper Rifle is a heavier bolt action rifle, offers increased ability, immediate lethal almost anywhere on the body, which I like the fact it doesn't matter if you're hitting like upper leg shots or chest shots or head shots, it still will kill them within one shot. I do like that, and that was exactly the same in the beta actually. It was how it played. And of course, we've got the infamous Car 98K, which, you know, everyone loves. Everyone loves the car. No one doesn't like the car. You don't need to say too much on the car. The car is the car, and it's going to play very nicely. Then we've got a combat shield. Ballistic proof and explosive resistant shield with increased melee damage. Going to be a pain for the camo grind. No one's really going to use it other than the camo grind unless they're being proper trolly. So, you know, in terms of secondaries, this is one I'm looking forward to looking at. We've got the RAP fast firing semi-automatic pistol close or effective at close range. We've got the top break high caliber revolving effective at medium range, so basically the Magnum. The 1911, obviously a very classic gun within Call of Duty. Sorry, a pistol we see year in year out in most CODs. We got the Klauser, a steady high caliber semi-automatic pistol, more effective at range than other pistols. Okay, so we've got a slightly more longer range pistol, and then of course we have got the machine pistol, which is a fully automatic pistol. Excited to see how things like this play out in Warzone as well as just in multiplayer as well. I know not all of you are going to want to know about Warzone, but I'm excited to see how some of these fully automatic pistols do play in Warzone in comparison to like the Psychov, the AMP, and some of the other pistols that are broken within the game. The launchers, oh, we've got 4 launchers this year. Oh, Neil. Usually we only have 2 or 3. 2 majority of the time, sometimes 3, but this year they decided they were going to go, if you're going to get camos, you're going to have to really grind, because you've got to get 4 launchers, a riot shield, and a knife dunk. So the other melee is a knife, in case I just spoiled that for you. The other melee is a knife. Nothing to say about it. It's going to be a one-shot, or not a one-shot, but a one-hit kill. And then we've got the M1 Bazooka, a shoulder-fired launcher firing explosives, highly effective against vehicles. I don't know if any of these lock on. A shoulder-fired launcher firing whatever explosive rockets, highly effective against vehicles. Disposable launcher firing a shaped charge warhead, effective against vehicles and infantry. Repurposed launcher firing 2-inch mortars, very effective against infantry. So none of them say whether they lock onto vehicles or not. Hopefully they do, because otherwise it's really difficult to start taking UAVs out of the game. We saw it in Modern Warfare, we saw it in Cold War. The ones that don't lock on are so difficult to take out aerial streaks, but we'll have to see as we get to that point. In terms of perks, we've got Fortified, which is going to reduce damage from explosives by 15%. Damage reduction doubled while mounted, crouched or prone. Reduces health regen delay from explosives. Survival training, maximize resistance to stun enemies. Maximize resistance to stun effects, immune to gas. Ninja obviously removes all footsteps within the game. Dauntless, immune to movement reducing effects. Ghost is going to take you off all the radars and stuff like that. Cold-blooded means any kill streaks or anything in the air isn't going to be able to see you, like, you know, thermals are going to be able to see you or anything like that. In terms of the second part, we've got Tracker, obviously the footprint trail. We've got Radar, enemies appear on your mini-map when they fire an unsilenced weapon. This is pretty big. High alert, obviously, if anyone's looking at you, it's going to ping up on what side of your screen they're looking at you from. Engineer, you're going to see all kinds of streaks and equipment and stuff like that through walls, so you're not going to run into any of claymores or bouncing betties or anything like that, where if they're in the game. Forward intel is going to see indicators for enemy reinforcements on your minimap. Minimap shows a larger area, which is quite cool. So basically, your minimap's slightly more zoomed out, so you can see a little bit more on it as well, see where more people are. And then piercing vision, sufficiently suppressed targets will be highlighted for a short time, rendering them visible through walls and obscuring effects. Why they keep adding these seeing through wall perks into games, I don't really know. But you know, next up is double time. Love double time. It means your tactical sprint increase, crouch movement is sped up by 30%. Demolition, extra lethal ones spawn, thrown lethals and tacticals display an indicator on the path of the lethal tactical. So basically what this means is when you're throwing a lethal, you're going to see where it's going to go. It will show the arch of the lethal, so you can see exactly whereabouts it's going to land as well, which is actually really good if you guys are trying to get any like grenade kills or anything for any challenges that you might need to complete. Lightweight increases your movement speed. That's quite cool. That's quite, I think, cool thing to add into the game. I like that. I'll probably end up running that. I don't know, I like double time. I like the way double time feels. Overkill, obviously you can carry 2 primary weapons. Tactician, restock your tactical equipment every 30 seconds. Again, a nice one to have. So if you're running stuns or something like that and you're just going to run around stunning everyone because you want to be that guy, it's going to regen every 30 seconds. And then Scavenger, obviously you will pick up ammo from dead players. In terms of lethals, we've got the frag grenade, the gammon bomb, which explodes on impact. We've got throwing knives, we've got a thermite, which obviously is just going to burn around. The demolition charge, which is one that you are going to be able to, is it throw or plant? Can be detonated remotely, that sticks to surfaces. So it's basically a C4, how C4s would play out. And then we've got the Molotovs as well. And then in terms of tacticals, we've got stuns, smokes, stims, gas grenades, mines, and decoy grenades. And that is all the guns, equipment, and perks and stuff like that within the game of Call of Duty Vanguard. If you have enjoyed this video, smash big thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Let me know your favorite guns, which guns you're excited to use, which perks you're excited to use, and all that sort of stuff. Let me know that in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, make sure you go and do that. As I'm dropping all the best tips and tricks and stuff like that, like I did say, so make sure you subscribe and notifications turn on. If you want to be playing this live on Twitch, link is in the description. We'll go check that out. I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.